What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Grand Scheme. This is Gran here, smoking it down live. Thanks for joining me tonight for the evening grind. The Boss 321, Legacy, Jake DeLorme. What's up, guys? High Speed Pursuit, Lord Hibby. Haven't seen you in a few days, man. Hope you're doing well. John Wesley Thomas. What's up, man? Thanks for coming back and checking out the stream once again. Hope everybody's having a good evening. The weekend approaches. Ah, we got a level up event on. Too bad I don't have anybody to level up right now. Kalo 20, what's up, man? Good to see you. Can anyone spare a full energy boost? Need to complete the Vulture chapter. Well, we got some generous people in here. I'm sure somebody might be able to help you out. I think I need to burn some energy in Alliance Quest before I jump into Arena here. Just busy at work, bailing out Cisco on a huge project. Sounds like a big job. Not something that does not sound like something you'd go looking for anyway. Having to bail out somebody. Sorry guys, this magic takes a little bit more concentration than some others. Trying to beat the limbo. There we go, we got it. Alright. There you go. Thanks, Lord Hibby. Very kind and generous of you there. What's everybody up to this evening? Are we grinding for Falcon? Or maybe World War II? Captain America? Checking in and leaving a like. Thanks. Quick shot. Appreciate that. How's BG1 going in the war? Grinding for shards in arena. Sounds good, boss. Is your clan tag? You must be talking to Jake DeLorme there. Gotta continue Act 4 tomorrow. Annoying paths are coming in. Yeah, man, have fun. It only gets better from here. Falcon is the featured? No, yeah, Vulture is the featured. Did I say Falcon? And I just said Vulcan too. Man, phew. It's gonna be a shorter stream tonight. I need to get some sleep, apparently. Vulture. If I said Falcon or Vulcan, just ignore me. I'm talking about Vulture. Yeah, that guy. Yeah, World War II, Captain America is the basic, and Vulture is the featured. Yeah, if mine was not awakened, I would definitely be going for him, so... Not worth the grind for one signature level, though. Mine's still rank 3 at the moment. I don't know. I thought he probably would be my next science going up, but maybe not anymore with the new... Looks like Green Goblin and Doc Ock will be science. Already have a duplicated World War II at 440. Don't need him again. Yeah, I mean, if it was more than one signature level, he might be one that would be worth going for, you know, if it was a full dupe. But, yeah, one signature level. Get it in the pool, get the milestones, whatever. And then let others grab him. Let's see, for science, I've got Quake and Hulk at 550. And then I've got 2 5-stars at rank 3. So that's eating up a lot of tier 4 catalyst. And then, of course, just the other options. I honestly don't know if I would do OG Cap or World War II. Because I definitely like OG Cap's synergies better. And I've got Crossbones at rank 5, so I might would actually lean towards him. Have World War II duped as well. Awesome, and a rank 4. Good to see you, Jonathan. Gran, you saw that Sinister 6 loading screen. I did. World War II isn't going to be a 5-star. Yeah, I don't know how they decided that. Who would and who would not be. I mean, I understand some of them, like the old OG characters, they just decided are not gonna. It's not going to happen, you know. With like Scarlet Witch and Doctor Strange and Thor and stuff, but like Daredevil, World War II Captain America, you know, they're not exactly heavily overpowered champions. Yeah, I already got the sim. Already got the Superior Iron Man, so yeah, I need that OG Cap to finish out the team there with my eventual 5-star Crossbones. Need to awaken Iceman. Yeah, he should be coming. He's coming to the arena soon. Should just be right around the corner. Can't remember the order. Is it Psylocke? Psylocke, Archangel, Iceman? This is one. He's not gonna use his special. All right, fine. That's a ridiculous amount of hits for 2 5-stars. Anyway, 5-star Thor would be awesome. Yep. Yeah, even though they nerfed all of those champions, they're still not going to put them out as 5-stars, which doesn't make sense. You know, if they equalized them, why not have a 5-star Doctor Strange, Scarlet Witch, Black Widow? Daredevil Classic needs to be max sig to be amazing, so I wouldn't want him as a 5-star. I think it was like level 60 really that mine started being consistent. He's like 85% or something like that at level 60, I think. So I mean, if you rely on him 100%, then definitely the 1 out of 6 times or whatever it is that he doesn't evade is gonna really hurt. But he was pretty consistent at that time, at that level. If they had a 5-star Thor, that's who people would be taking into Labyrinth. Nah, I don't know about that, because he can only stack 2 armor breaks, and you still can only do 50,000 damage at max, so... And with Labyrinth, you only get so many stuns, so Thor would only be effective for so long, and then he would really lose a lot of his potency. Yeah, that dulled node, yeah, global node. Is it dulled? Is that what it was called? That was pretty blatant, obvious measure against those champions. Magic took Scarlet Witch's spot after 12.0. Not quite, because you can't stun lock and just destroy your opponent with magic. I mean, Scarlet Witch was stun lock plus regen plus everything else. JEYM, what's up, man? What happened to Ristic? I don't know. What did happen to Ristic? I haven't heard anything. Magic still has the greatest buff ever. The Limbo is your favorite buff. Finally finished all of 5.1. What can I expect about 5.2? 5.2, 1 through 3, not too bad once you get the hang of it. But have some items in your stash ready to go by the time you get to 5.2.4, because that's where the challenge really begins. Kabam shouldn't have gave Captain Marvel a mohawk. What's wrong with a chick with a mohawk? There's a rumor. Now, I haven't been playing long enough really to know this, because Storm has had a mohawk as long as I can remember, as long as I've known about her. But there's a rumor that at one point she did not have a mohawk in the game either. This is ridiculous. 700 PI more than me, and I'm just like chipping away, chipping away. Challenger rating. I want to see the hidden stats for these Kangs and Thanos teams. Guarantee you they have crit reduction on their critical resistance, whatever it is. What are you working on, Gran? I'm kind of going back and forth between the Vulture and I've got about 100,000 left to do on the T4B, so we're going to knock that out. Salinas, what's up, man? Good to see you tonight. At least makes it so she doesn't look like Joe Dirt. Yeah, good point there. Everything is wrong about women with mohawks. Invincible's second account. What do you think about Green Goblin and Dr. Octopus coming out? I think it's awesome, man. Ever since I started the game, I have wondered why those two were not in the game. And so I'm excited for them to be coming out. I'm also excited because, well, I don't know. I might be saving for a feature. I might. I'm still trying to get over the hump of, you know, pop 30,000 shards for 3 chances at Star-Lord or 2. But now that I've got these 2 5-star Awakening gems, I kind of feel like I have to try to use one, and I should not have used these 5-star champions here. Wasn't paying attention. This might be a death match. Let's see how it goes. She had a headband with long hair. That's Storm you're talking about? They're not going to use specials. Come on. And for some reason, not only do they not use specials, but it's like the parry timing on this is ridiculous. Can't parry them. Oh well, we might have lost the streak here for lack of paying attention. Got a 4-star decent Captain Marvel 2 days ago. She's great. Yeah, she's very good at once she's awakened, get her signature level up. Just let her power meter build up, and she hits like a Mack truck, man. How's BG2? Doing well so far. Come on, use your special. There we go. Thank you. Got lucky on that one. Green Goblin should be science. Doc Ock should be tech. I think they're both science, though. I mean, I can see either one of them going either way. So you have a legend badge like me. Congrats. Yeah. Now, there's another 5-star I'd love to have right there. 5-star Ghost Rider. You don't see that too often. Okay, we're good. These two fights, they have complied and used a special attack, so we're safe there. Doc Ock is more scientific than Green Goblin, though. Why is that? Is he just because he's a scientist? Is that what you're saying? I mean, they both use tech, right? And sometimes it's just hard to know which direction Kabam is going to go as far as a champion, a class for a champion. Yeah, Legacy's crystal opening was better than mine was today. Much better, but nice opening. I didn't get a chance to comment on that, I don't think. Right, I agree, Salinas. He sounds tech. I hope he's science, because like I said, if I do decide to go for if I do decide to save my crystals, or my shards, I've got 2 science awakening gems for 5 stars that would go nicely. Now, I mean, that's assuming that he's actually a decent character, not a, piece of trash like some other champions that won't be mentioned. I won't name any names. Yeah, Captain America could be skill. Why is Agent Venom skill and not cosmic? When all of the other Venom champs are cosmic. This could be a mistake if I don't finish her here. Ah, good. Green Goblin took an agent that made him mad. Comic book facts. Yeah, Captain America is science in the game, and he is a product of the Super Soldier Serum, so yeah, science, but skill. What is a rating? I am just over 450, something like that. Turned him out to Green Goblin, increased his strength, endurance, and stamina, but at the cost drove him mad. It's been a long time since I've been in the comics. The actual comic books. Spider-Man could be a mutant. Well, no, because he doesn't carry a mutant gene, right? That was a genetically modified spider. Of course, I think Spider-Man's been a lot of things through the years, hasn't he? So it's hard to guess on some of these. Like, I thought, well, maybe Gladiator Hulk when Ragnarok comes out. Maybe he'll be a science, but some have mentioned that there's a good chance he'll probably be a cosmic. I cannot get her to evade back and then back into a heavy attack. She just stands there. That's one of my biggest issues with Quake. See, I'm like, hit it, and she just stands there. Again, hit it, stand there. Clearly still doing something wrong. YOLO's, what is, how did you say that? YOLO swag new or YOLO's wag new? Anyway, however you pronounce that, welcome to the channel. Yeah, Resident's channel has been hacked. Yeah, I saw that. Some crazy stuff going on there. Yeah, no X gene. What's good? Kobe24, good to see you, man. Spider-Man's DNA was mutated. Yeah, genetically modified by a spider. But the mutants, mutant class, they didn't, their DNA was not mutated scientifically, right? It just, they carried an evolved, if you will, gene, mutated gene, biologically. Come on. I hate Thanos teams. This is just ridiculous. I mean, we'll just eat a third special, and if we die, we die. Great. And she's going to put all that damage back. This is something else that they just need to get rid of in the game. No reason for Thanos and Kang's team. Stupid. In the animated show, when he was turning into an actual spider, he went to the X-Men because he was mutating. Yeah, there's been a lot of variations, a lot of different iterations of Spider-Man. But I'm pretty sure that one's probably a more recent one, right? YOLO swag new. Alright. Gotcha. You have been here before. Well, I apologize for not recognizing your name. Usually pretty good about recognizing the name. Maybe it's been a little while since you've been here. Deadpool didn't have a mutant gene active technically. He was given Wolverine's healing factor. Is that, how does that go in the comics? I don't even know. I know how the movies go, where one of them he was given... Well, he was only able to accept Wolverine's because of his, the mutant gene anyway that he had. He was able to just absorb these other powers, right, in the first movie. And then the second one, they had to manipulate him. The most recent one, they manipulated him to unlock that gene that was already present within him. So how does that go in the comic books? I assume the second movie was more true to the comics. Mutant powers activate during puberty in the comics. It's kind of like Carrie, like the Stephen King novel. I think this is the last Thanos fight. Does anybody hate these fights as much as I do? I just despise fights 10 through 15. Just ridiculously long. Is Deadpool your favorite? Absolutely hate Thanos. Yeah, not I don't mind fighting Thanos, but I hate fighting the team in the arena. And there's always a Cable. And you can't parry like you can every other character in the game. The parry timing's off, the evade timing's off, whatever. Just eat the special attacks and hope you survive and move on. There we go. Don't get Kang and Thanos teams until fight 14. I only have like 1 or 2. Use my 330s until 5. Really? No. I don't do that because those are the fights that you get the most points from. So I always throw my 5 stars in at fight 6. Because after you get on the infinite streak, the point threshold goes down for the arenas, or for each of the series. Invincible, second account. No, I'm not going to duel you tonight, man. And I'm pretty certain that you're not the real Invincible, because I do talk to him occasionally. And he's been in the stream using his first account. It typically doesn't ask people to duel him. I could be wrong, but that's my hunch. CJ, yeah, being a bit negative tonight. Negative Nancy. It's probably all the guys that I'm hanging out with. All that negativity rubbing off on me. But I'm past Kang's and Thanos teams now, so all positive, all positive from here on out. We're good. Yeah, but using 330s on fights until 14 give a ton of points as well. I haven't done that in a long time. I don't know. Maybe I'll try it. So at fight 14 and 15, what do you use? Do you use the 5 stars at that point? Hags, yeah, man, you're a bad influence. I thought you were going to bed, man. Thought you were going to sleep. The Heroic Age X-Men #1 has declared that Deadpool is not a mutant. He gained a healing factor via Weapon X program. It was given to him for his terminal cancer. He wasn't born a mutant. He was enhanced and very interesting. After fight 14, use 550s and 440s until 520, and then I'm on infinite streak, and the rest 330s. It works pretty good for me. Well, where do you put in your 5 stars? Is Loki good for anything? He seems really weak. He is pretty weak as far as his base attack goes, but I don't know anybody that's just going to use Loki as a go-to for anything, but if you have to use Loki, he can get around some things. He can be effective, especially if you're fighting against champions that you'd have to deal with buffs. Just because he can steal anything makes him very useful in a pinch. And I have not accomplished it yet, because I just got the 5. I don't have a 4-star Loki, and my 5-star's not awakened. But apparently, if you how does it work? If you guys have Loki, you can help me out. But if you hit the 3rd special, is it as long as they're under a judgment, then you steal any buff that they gain, and then you reset that judgment every time you use a 1st special. So you could theoretically keep them under judgment the entire fight if he's at a higher signature level, because that signature ability increases his power gain. If he's under 1 bar of power, it gets him back to that 1st bar pretty quickly. So you could theoretically do a 5-hit combo into a 1st special every combo, and keep resetting that judgment. So probably would work very well if you are good with him against Alliance War opponents with a lot of buffs on them. I imagine regeneration champs, things like that. 5-star at infinite streak. That's what I do. Maximize points that way. Yeah, that's why I said I use those 5 stars at fights 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Because it seems to be where I get the ridiculously high opponents. I never seem to pull 5 stars at rank 455, or rarely, after I pass fight 15. Usually put in 5 stars after 5, 6. Once I got the 3 times multiplier, I only have 4 teams of 5 stars. See, that's where I put them too. So you use the 5 stars, and then you go back to 4 stars at 330. Just need to make sure I'm understanding you right, man. Heavy attack resets the judgment too. Okay. Good to know. Yeah, like I said, I'm not real familiar with him, so since I don't have him other than an unawakened 5-star at rank 1. Curse them and have their buffs temporarily. If you heavy attack, they reset again, thus making your buffs near infinite if you can use heavy attacks on them. So it resets the buff that you currently have if you use a special attack. I need to look this up. Is there a part that any buff that they get while they're under judgment you automatically take? Am I understanding that part correctly? After the 5 stars on streak 10, they use a few items of 330s, usually teams of strong champs or power control champs. Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, I can get it done. I don't usually have a problem. I may lose 1 fight here or there in Kang's team. I just think they're annoying more than anything, because they take so long compared to every other fight. You like Loki better than Thor? Keep an eye on that guy right there. We know where his allegiance lies. You don't have Thor? Well, then that would explain why you like him better than you like the... Yeah, makes sense. All right, well, I'm gonna open him up and check his description here in a second, because I need to clarify that. I think it makes sense now what you guys are saying, but I want to make sure that I'm understanding it. Let me see what's going on in my alliance here. Alright. Okay, so 67,000 to go for the T4B. Been gathering opinions. What do you think would be better for a Web Slinger's Legend run? Iron Fist, 450 Unduped Spark. That's a tough one. I would think maybe Spark, because you're going to have class disadvantage quite a ways through with Iron Fist. That's my guess. If he does hit as hard as everybody says he hits, then you've got the potential. I just don't know how long it takes him to ramp up. I mean, you're not gonna, for a Legend run, you're not gonna want to take a whole lot of time to try to build up those poise charges in order to get his attack up. You're gonna want to go in and just do immediate damage, which Iron Fist is good for, but with that class disadvantage, I don't know how much of a disadvantage that's going to be against Spider-Man and Spider-Gwen. Be interesting to see Loki stealing Invisible from Hood. I don't know if he can do that because that's a passive, right? Alright, so basic attacks. While the opponent is cursed, Loki has a 17.5% chance to stun the opponent for 1 second. That's interesting. But I think that would only be beneficial on if he stuns, if that lands a stun on the final hit of the combo so that you can get into another combo. If it just stuns in the middle of a combo, then it doesn't really do anything, right? Unless you're running like Pacify or Stupefy, then I guess that might be beneficial. What is the opponent? While the opponent is cursed, this attack deals guaranteed critical hits. It has a 100% chance to reset the duration of the curse. Okay, steals all the opponent's buffs, so we know that one. Okay, and 65% chance to reset the duration of the curse. Alright, so heavy attacks guaranteed. First special is a 2/3 chance. Not really worried about special 2. So special 3 curses the opponent, dealing so much energy damage, allowing him to steal any of the opponent's buffs for 10.5 seconds. Alright, so any buff that the opponent generates during that 10.5 seconds, he will steal from the opponent, and you can just keep that going and going and going with heavy attacks and possibly with first special attacks. And that's where his signature ability comes in, because while he has less than 1 bar of power, his higher signature ability will get him an automatic power gain up until getting that 1 bar of power. So, okay. Looks, I think he does have potential, but I think that one of the problems with him is that he's got a lower attack, right? He's just got a very low attack compared to others. And as far as critical rating, let's see what that looks like. So 719 for attack, 18.2, and 169.3. Compare that to Magneto. So he actually has higher attack, but lower critical rate and critical damage than Magneto. Higher, well, maybe I was wrong. I thought he had a lower attack, but it looks like he's got a higher. 685 for Cyclops. So higher base attack, lower critical numbers. Interesting. All right. Well, I'll have to give him a try. I mean, if he gets awakened, he'll go up at least to rank 3. And from there, we'll see what happens. Well, if you guys are just hopping on, thanks for joining. Just trying to knock out some arena tonight. Got to finish up the Tier 4 basic arena. And also trying to make some progress on the Vulture Arena. I'm not going to be grinding for him this weekend. I'm just not going to have time. But I'm going to try to hit the milestones. And then I'll reassess on Monday whether I'll have time to grind for him next week. I'm just thinking it was hot in this room, and I just realized, oh, I didn't move my fan. That's why. I usually turn a fan on me when I got the lights on and everything here. Makes it a little bit more toasty. Don't know who to use my generic awakening gem on. Archangel, Gwenpool, and Dormammu. Well, do you need any of those immediately? Because Archangel will be in the arena soon. Like within the next 4 to 6 weeks, right? I think is Psylocke next week as the feature, and then it would be would that put Archangel 3 weeks out? 3 weeks from today? T. Ricky, what's up, man? Haven't seen you in a while. How you been? Zerov, good to see you, man. Alright, let's see. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah, so will Dormammu. He'll be a little bit further out, though, right? A little bit further out than... I can't even remember the order now. Was Dormammu after? I think so, yeah. Hood and Dormammu were after Archangel and Iceman, right? Hey, Gran, should I go for 5-star Iceman or wait for Stark Spidey? I have an awakening gem for both. That's a tough one, man. Both are great champs. Both are very, very great champs. And I don't know. Honestly, I cannot give you an answer for that in good conscience. That's one you're just going to have to decide for yourself. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I would do there. I mean, the best thing to do would be go for both of them, right, if you could, but I understand that that's not always possible. Cable, break my arena streak today. It's a bad idea to bleed him. His HP regen is crazy too. Yeah, I hate Cable. That's probably one of the reasons I hate Cable is because I usually only fight him against Kang and Thanos teams, which are ridiculous fights anyway, as you've already heard me say. And then it's always Cable there, and so he's regenning all the time. You hit him and you do like 3 damage when he's not regenerating. Not 300, but just 3. Still got Cable, Hood, and Dormammu as basics until we get to Archangel. Ah, yeah, Cable. Forgot about Cable. So Hood and Dormammu were before Archangel. I couldn't remember the order there. All right, well then you do got a while. Maybe use it on Archangel and grind for Dormammu. Nice T4B. How many do I have? I don't think anybody's going up until I have enough. I've got 4. I'd need 4 more to take Gwenpool to rank 5 because she's only rank 3. But I think I'm not going to rank up anybody else until I have a baseline set. Until I have enough to rank up Star-Lord, and then keep that as my minimum. Really lots of stuff going on this week. Finally got a little time to chill. It's good to hear it, T. Ricky, and thanks for tagging me on Twitter earlier today. Let me know you're still alive and kicking. It was good to hear from you. Hopefully you get a skill or mutant from the Webslinger's Awakening Gem Crystal. Yeah, I got a mutant from that one. So yeah, I'm sitting on 2 4-star mutant and 2 5-star science. Caden Frame, what's up, man? Good to see you tonight. Welcome to the stream. I don't recall seeing your name before, so if I just don't remember, I apologize for not remembering you. But if this is your first time, then welcome. Pretty happy with Hawkeye. Yeah, I told you you'd like him. Mystic Champs are after the Mutant Trio, Psylocke, Archangel, and Ice. So which one is it? East Salinas or Legacy? Who's right? Mystic Champions and then the Mutant, or Mutant and then the Mystic? Charles Boy, what's up, man? How you been? Haven't seen you in a while either. Loan you some tier 4 class cats? I wish I could. I wish I could. I would trade you. All those people who have so many tier 4 basic catalysts and not enough class catalysts, yeah, I'd happily trade you, because I'm sitting on probably, I don't know, I've got to be closing in on 100 map crystals, tier 4 class catalyst fragment crystals, I think 6 or 7 tier 4 class catalyst crystals, complete crystals, and just can't open them because they're just going to go to the stash, because I can't get tier 4 basics. It would be great. It would be great if Kabam would give us the option to trade or barter for items in the stash. You know, sell them to other summoners rather than just sell them outright. Somebody mentioned the other day too, I think it was CJ, you know, what if they gave us, like, I mean, this will never happen because they don't cross class or anything like that, but it would be nice if they could, if you could do something like trade in 3 Tier 4 class catalysts for 1 Tier 4 basic catalyst, you know, something like that. Who knows? Maybe we'll start pulling Tier 4 basics from the daily crystal. Do you know Linkin Park? I know of Linkin Park. Never met them. And I know their music, but I never really got into it. So I've never been a huge fan of them. Not that I don't like them. I just, for some reason, just never got into listening to them too much. But I do know who they are, and I am aware of the suicide. Very unfortunate. Yeah, barter just like the olden days. Alright, I think I missed one. Somebody answering me there. Hood, Dormammu have been in the crystals for a while now. Dormammu's special event was the second event to ever have titles. 12.0 dropped, and the first quest was Iceman, so Dormammu came first. Okay. Well, there you have it. Before that was Howard the Duck and Hyperion. Right. So was it Hood, Dormammu, and then Howard and Hyperion, and then Gwenpool and Cable, and then Psylocke, Iceman, or Iceman Psylocke? I need the basics, but I need T4CCs really bad for some classes, Mystic, Tech, and then full on other classes. Yeah, I'm pretty, I think the least I have is 2 or 3 in Tech. Not Tech. I've got 8 in Tech. Mutant. And maybe Cosmic. Maybe Cosmic. No, I think I have 5 or 6 in 5 in Cosmic. It's Mystic that I'm actually a little low on now, and by low I mean like 3, because I just ranked Magic. Give you a chicken for a Mystic Tier 4 cat. Speak of the devil. I mean, speak of the chicken. CJ just seems stupid. You can't sell them. They just go to waste. Yeah. Either lose them or put them on Joe Fix-It. Those are your options. Three basics a week. I bought my first basic after Alliance Quest this time around, but I usually use them on the Tier 4 health. Just so I can make sure I don't have to spend units if I screw up in Alliance Quest or Alliance War. But I probably should be doing more on that because I'm just going to continue to get a backlog of the class catalysts. So three a week with Glory, plus the T4B arena, plus Alliance Quest completion. So you're getting you're averaging 5 a week. I suppose that's doable. And you're just either a very skilled player and don't need the health as much as I do, or you're using units to buy it. Having to use a science cats, taking YJ to rank 3. The 5-star Yellow Jacket. That's not a bad rank up. Yellow Jacket's still a beastly character, a beastly champion against most opponents. The only one that I just don't like using him on is Magic, since her Limbo can just reverse that Power Sting. Still super stocked on Alliance stuff from Halls of Healing. Ah, gotcha. Jay Red Dragon just subbed. Well, I appreciate that, man. You're awesome. Thanks. Haven't decided what we're doing tomorrow night. I was planning on being home and streaming, but now we might brave the heat. It's been about 103 degrees out here, but we might be going out to the lake tomorrow. Got some friends going out to the lake to take the kids swimming, do some fishing and grilling and stuff, and have invited us. So we might take them up on that offer and enjoy a hot Friday evening out on the water. Rather use units instead of glory, to be honest. I have 9,000 units, can't get basics with them except for special offers. Gotcha. I don't have that many units. Perhaps if I did not buy things I don't need, then I would have more units, but one day Hulk will be mine. Yeah, I'm waiting on it too. Maybe Gladiator Hulk, if he's not cosmic. The Glory of Man, what's up, man? Good to see you. 95 degrees in New Jersey. It's even warm up in the north. Yeah, I think we had hit 103 today. 103 and humid. It's terrible, terrible stuff. It's 2 week, open 3 times, Kamala Khan, 1 Old Man Logan, 1 Ant-Man. Tell me the world isn't over yet. Are those your 4 stars? In 2 weeks, you've opened 5 4 stars, and that is what you've got. Yeah, that's not the greatest luck, but let's look at it this way. I mean, you're at the bottom of the barrel, right? I mean, there's no place to go but up. Well, maybe after you pull a 5-star Groot, I should say. Aaron Hoodie Lover, what's up, man? They need to add more basics to the milestones in the arena. Yeah, that would be nice. Instead of stopping at 1.1 million, just extend that maybe and add another one in there. I mean, they do have one in the rank rewards, but I put up 13 million a couple weeks ago to get a second one out of that, and that's not a grind that I want to do often. Mordo open, go get him. Oh yeah, I better jump on that. Do I actually get to fight a boss? It's amazing. Someone got a Gwenpool with 4.5. Yeah, her cutoff went way down. What for awakening on your vulture? Hey, I can get him. Alright guys, let me focus on Mordo here. I hope this Ghost Rider thing still works. If I can Fate Seal him, he shouldn't get power gain anymore, right? Nope. Gotta get this heavy attack off. There it is. Should have saved the Fury. He's just not hitting hard enough. Just not hard enough. Did not hit hard enough. Got to save that Fury for last on those bosses to get that that attack up higher for longer. Let's finish him off. There we go. Alright, sorry for ignoring the chat there for a minute, guys. Had to knock that guy out, so let's see, what do we miss? What was her cutoff for Gwenpool? I'm not sure what the cutoff was, I just know it went down. Duped Age of Ultron today. Congrats, Aaron Hoodie Lover. Cameron Fathy, the GR thing works. Yes, it does, sir. Better appreciate being in that BG. Yeah, man. Finally get to fight a boss. Thanks, B-Manny. Thanks for being here and saying hello. Let's see. And Bob brought with him a 5-star Gambit. Second 5-star. What do you think of that? I'm not, you know, my verdict is still out on Gambit. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about him. Time down on him using Hawkeye too. It's kind of crazy though that time out with Mordo, because the guy, he's pretty squishy. I mean, if you take him in anywhere, he's gonna not last very long taking some punches. So he's got a. I didn't really pay attention to the armor or the buffs on that node, but maybe he had a lot of resistances or armors or something. Because certainly didn't take a lot of damage. Jarrett Colombino, is that a bug on Mordo? Notice that it happened to me the last time. I don't know that it's a bug, but it does happen. As a matter of fact, it's the same thing that used to happen with the Arc Overload in Act 4 against Maestro, and then there was another map with the Jane Foster boss. There's a whole path that goes up to the boss where every champion has this Arc Overload. And if you use Doctor Strange and use either a Fate Seal from a Special 3, well, I think that was probably it. I don't think it was the regular Nullify, but using a third special from Doctor Strange would shut down that Arc Overload as well. For everyone on that path and for Maestro. And I don't know if it still works, but same thing. Same kind of mechanic going on here with Ghost Rider's Fate Seal. Possible just depends on how much grinding you do. Gotcha. Still have 30 minutes or I would have stole that and laughed so much. Yeah, I bet you would have. What was the Gwenpool cutoff? I don't know. Somebody know the Gwenpool cutoff in here? Hawkeye duped. He would have done more damage duped against someone without willpower, yeah. But I think that's the second time. I mean, this is only day 1, too. So to time out like that against Mordo, I think that I could have had a chance to solo him, but again, with Ghost Rider, you really have to prioritize which judgment you want to last, and for a boss with a lot of health, we really should have prioritized the Fury and the Bleed to get the maximum amount of damage in there. And I threw those first thing, so that didn't really help me out a whole lot. It's not a bug. Fate Seal cancels out buffs on timers. Right. Well, it cancels out. It should cancel out the buffs for anything that is going to activate during the Fate Seal. But if it's programmed into that character's ability to have that, or into the buff, the node buff, to have that, then it should still work. Yeah, let me check. Which one was that? Yeah, 442 and Maestro. Wonder if that still works. Let's test it out. No chance on day 5. Yeah, not with a 4-star Ghost Rider, not to solo him. If I was running Suicides, maybe, but then even that, for Ghost Rider, Suicides are not great because you have to use specials to get those judgments on. I don't even know if this is something that's still active or if they switched this. This might be something that they changed with the updates after 12.0. There it is, Arc Overload 2.0. This path right here. And then she has it, I believe, too, on the in-cut. Nope. Maybe she used to and doesn't anymore. I don't know. But, yeah, that path right there. Yeah, so we can hit it that first fight. And that is every 20 seconds. Should be every 20 seconds. So you prefer Archangel versus Mordo. You deal massive damage and prevents Astral Evade. Right. He would be nice. Unfortunately, I don't have him. Long fights, too. You can run through all the judgments except the one you want to last the longest. Use Special 3, then the judgment, cause it will be able to reset immediately. Okay, yeah, I gotcha. So you can apply that third special judgment before the regen, for example, and still apply the regen, and then apply the regen again. But if you apply that regen again, then that's still going to be, the second one is going to be the shorter timer, right? This probably isn't going to work because this Doctor Strange is probably just going to knock him out with one. And it takes forever just to sit here and let him build now, so. Alright, so this should cancel out that timer completely now. Even though that's still going, I don't think it should activate. I don't think that you had to use that while it was actively regenerating. Nope, nope, there it is. See, but he counterspells it. Anyway, maybe you have to use it now when he's actively regenerating, or maybe they fixed it for this one. I don't know for sure. But it used to work the same way that that Ghost Rider just did against Mordo. Alright, well, I'm not going to waste any more time on that one, so I'm going to back out. Get a few more fights in here before calling it a night. I think versus Mordo, a rotation of SP1, SP2, Fury, SP3, Regen, Bleed should be ideal. Let's see, my question is, I mean, obviously if you play well and you don't need to use the Regen, then you can throw that early. My question is, I haven't tested this, I keep meaning to. If you throw the Fury and then the Bleed, is the Bleed going to be stronger? It should be, if you apply the Bleed with the Fury active, but I don't know that it is. Love Ghost Rider, how he actually brings rotations to the game. Yeah, I agree with that. He's a lot of fun to play, and he takes some planning. I mean, you have to know before you go into the fight how you're going to coordinate his attacks. I mean, depending on which champion you're facing, I mean, who you're up against, it really is going to determine what you're going to do. What attacks you're going to throw. I mean, you can't just go in and do, parry, medium, 3 lights and a medium, parry, and repeat. You gotta change it up. You have to do different things to make him effective. Bleed is stronger, almost twice as strong. Yeah, okay, so yeah, that's good to know. So ideally on that fight, right, I should have done 4-hit combos up to special 1. Hit a special 1 to cancel the power gain, and then if possible, special 2. But see, that's going to take a long time. I mean, with Mystic Dispersion it's going to help, but if you could get a special 1 and then a special 2 in, and then a heavy, and then your Fury, and then your Bleed. Similar to what you said just a minute ago, Cameron. So yeah, that's something to keep in mind next time. Might even be better to, well, so it could maybe be better to throw the SP2 first, but it's that automatic power gain that's going to be the problem. Anyway, yeah, I'm just thinking out loud here, guys. Just thinking out loud, brainstorming to myself. Anybody get lucky with any crystals today besides Legacy? Just, I'm still wanting to know. I think Ronan 1979 in my alliance, he got Vulture, but I don't know of anybody else that got him. I'm eager to talk to somebody who has him and has had a chance to play with him, to see if some of the things that we talked about here on the stream the other night are in fact true about his intercept, his power control, power burn. I believe it will last so long. I am yet to solo him on day 4 and 5 with GR. Hopefully it'll happen this week. You got Ice Bro from just 5 Ultra. Well, congrats on Ice Bro, man. That's awesome. And thanks for the compliment there, Cameron. I see you quite a bit in other streams, so it's nice to have you drop in here and say hello. GR is one of the best in the game, yeah. I think it took people just a little while to figure him out and realize just how good he is, but he's definitely an Alliance Quest boss. Great for Alliance Quest. Really been enjoying him. Glad I took him. I mean, I went back and forth between him and Voodoo for rank 5, and I don't regret ranking him for one moment. Alright, so, I don't know, maybe I should do a poll or something and get your guys' opinion. What do you think? Should I be saving 5-star shards for Doc Ock Green Goblin? Or should I just keep opening basics and wait for Star-Lord to show up? Yeah, Voodoo for War, I've heard that. And he is my next. I'm planning on taking him up next. The only thing I might change my mind is if I happen to awaken Dormammu, maybe take him up, because I think I probably need more help on defense than offense at this point. But that's a big maybe. You got one save. Yeah, Cameron, I did first run with Labyrinth using my 5-star Storm. And no gem for Star-Lord, no. He is sitting at rank 3, and I've got 8, more than enough tech cats to take him to rank 4. But no awakening gem, and no luck duping him. So it is a kind of a running joke around here. You know, we count the shards every night. Say only 5,382 shards left to be disappointed once again in not getting a Star-Lord. But if I do, when I do awaken him, I shouldn't say if, when I pull him again, then I've got the signature stones also to get him. I think he's going to be the 5-star signature stones. I think if I could pull him from a crystal, that would put him to 20. I could get him almost to 100 on his signature level with between generic and tech stones. And it would be just my luck too if I do decide to save for the feature, pop those feature crystals, and I won't get the feature, but I will get Star-Lord. Which, you know, if that happened, I wouldn't actually be too upset about it. MCOZ Beast, what's up, man? What's your dilemma? Tell us all about it. Well, we'll help you out where we can, if we can. But the problem, Cameron, I've got 2 Science Awakening gems, 2 5-star Science Awakening gems, and I've long awaited Green Goblin and Doc Ock, so they're tempting, very tempting. At least theoretically, they're tempting. It's gonna, once they release their descriptions, their champion spotlights and stuff, that will go a long way to helping the decision-making process. Got a 5-star skill unlock stone, saving for, I assume that's GP, not QP. Yeah, there are a number of 5-star skill champs that would be worthy of that. Obviously, Gwenpool would be a top one, but Daredevil Netflix, for example, you could awaken him. Just think of what you could do with a 5-star Netflix Daredevil. Yes, that was sarcasm. Don't awaken your Netflix Daredevil when you pull him later this month. Has anybody got one of those? I've seen people posting the Luke Cages all over the place, but has anybody gotten a Netflix Daredevil? I haven't seen any of those. If I can recall correctly, Kabam mentioned Doc Ock saying he was going to be very sought-after character. That seems to ring true for me as well. I think he's also going to be another one of these, like Yondu, because of his tentacles. He will be able to bypass thorns. Because his regular attacks are going to be, they're not going to register as melee attacks. Yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. But I'm definitely intrigued. Just got a 4-star Superior Iron Man. I have my 440 Nightcrawler as boss. 4-star 330 Carnage. Crossbones on offense. Should I replace Nightcrawler as boss? Let me finish this round and read that again to make sure I understand what you're saying. So are you asking if you should put Superior Iron Man as boss instead of Nightcrawler? If that's what you're asking, I would say definitely not. I think Nightcrawler would be a very good boss for you, especially unawakened. He's one of the few that is a better defender unawakened than he is awakened. And so, out of the options you have there, I definitely wouldn't take him off a boss node and put any of those other ones in his place. Does that answer your question, I guess, is the important thing. I may be answering a question you're not asking. Wish I have Crawler super good synergy with Yondu. Yeah, he does. I need to stop doing my... I do my crystal openings. I've been doing it on Thursday afternoon after Summoner Advancements resets, because that's just the best time I have to do it. But then last couple weeks I end up getting, you know, shards from Arena, and then Summoner Advancement coming after that, and opening up another 4-star later. And so I did that again today, and pulled Nightcrawler again. And mine was already maxed out. So got a max signature ability crystal for that, extra 275 5-star shards. So that was nice. That was nice. But I probably should wait. Maybe I should wait and do it Friday afternoon or something. But I'm impatient. It's hard for me to wait. I'm like chomping at the bit come, you know, Thursday morning usually, thinking, oh, I'm gonna be able to open some crystals this afternoon. So should I put him on another node? Put him on offense? No, I would not. I would leave Nightcrawler where he's at. Unless you've got a Mystic Champion, Juggernaut, Dormammu, Magic with Mystic Dispersion as an option for the boss node, I would leave Nightcrawler there. He's going to be one of your best bosses besides those Mystic Champions that I mentioned. That and a 5-star Groot, he would be an amazing Alliance War boss. Let me just tell you. More sarcasm. I apologize. Man, CJ was right. Feeling salty tonight. Talking about Superior Iron Man. Should I put him on another node or put him on offense? Okay, so you're gonna leave Nightcrawler as a boss, and now you're asking if you should put Superior Iron Man on defense or offense. I would say a 4-star. If you got him to 440, if you've got him ranked up, even 330, a 4-star is going to be better than most 3-stars for offense. Unless that 3-star is a Star-Lord at a high signature level. I mean, yeah, you're just gonna have to make that call. I mean, depends on what node you're gonna be on, or what path you're taking. If you were to put Sim on a defense, just think of what nodes are gonna complement his abilities. What does he already do well that a node would make him do even better and make him that much more difficult? So you're going to be looking for armor up, enhanced armor up, thorns, those kind of things. Maybe a Outlast or Optimus node, or a, what's the one where he, is it Starburst? Hold on. Excuse me. There's one where the opponent, the attacker, loses health the lower the health gets on the opponent, and so he would probably do well there because they'll be losing health pretty significantly, and then if he regens, it's going to be keep him in the fight that much longer. So I mean, that's what you want to do when you're looking to place your defenders. You look for nodes that are going to enhance the things that those champions already do. So ironic, I yesterday said we are Groot, and today my day started with pulling a Groot from... I told you, Raven Goater, I told you it's going to come back to haunt you. And there you have it. When do you think MODOK will be released? I don't think he ever will be. I think he's just a storyline character. He's not going to be playable. I don't know how he would be playable. Kind of the same way that Professor X would be playable. Maybe throw his wheelchair. I don't know. $220 right now. Ranking 3-star spy. Gotcha. Yeah, that's one of the things. It sounds like MCOC Beast. It sounds like you're at the point in your game where you are now transitioning from 3 stars to 4 stars, and you're gonna have to come to a point where you're gonna start prioritizing those 4 stars. And so, even though Stark Enhanced Spidey is a better character than Sim, it sounds like you're very close to the point where you should be prioritizing Superior Iron Man, just because he's a 4-star. Because he's going to be, in the long run, stronger and better attacker, better for arena, better defender, better, just because he's a 4-star. I don't know that you're there yet. I mean, so obviously it's your decision to do what you want to do there, but it does sound like you're getting to that point that that you'll want to start doing that soon. Good thing I do my Gwenpool from Arena, loving her. Nice, good job, Raven. Congrats. MODOK will probably use his mental beams to fight. Right, but how would you control that in a video game? Well, using a swipe, tap, 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 swipe. Well, for the World War II cap, definitely a worthy grind. I was never lucky enough to have mine awakened in order to take him to rank 5 when he was a really viable option for me when I really needed a better defender. By the time I awakened him and could rank him up, I already had that issue figured out, so it didn't bother. But he'll get ranked someday. He's still very good for Alliance War because of if he's awakened, because most nodes are going to have buffs on him, and if they've got buffs, he's going to have a very high perfect block chance. And so I've seen guys take down pretty sizable juggernauts with a 4-star Captain World War II. Deep wounds at level 5 and use his second special to bleed him out, and then just stand there and block. Don't even bother evading unless it's a heavy attack, and just stand there and block and take no damage. Kabam is kind of smart. I have faith it will someday make him available. Don't hold your breath, though. What's up, Malachi Reyes? Good to see you again tonight. Yeah, that's true. That is true about the collector. We didn't, probably didn't see that one coming. How's Angela work as a champ? I like her a lot. I haven't used her outside of Arena, but I do like her. Basically, she gains a buff. Depending on where her power bar is, between no power and 1 bar, she gets a armor up. Between 1 and 2 bars, she gets a fury. Between 2 and 3 bars, she gets, I don't remember. But then, if she scores a critical hit, it doubles that whatever buff that's active. So it'll place another fury, for example. Use Captain World War II or Spider-Man. Why Spider-Man? You said something about intercepting and vulture. I don't exactly remember. Can you tell again? Yesterday my alliance mate said he is crap, so I told him that he is not, and he can do something great with intercept. Word limit. Yeah. It's his passive ability, Raven. If you dash back and then dash forward, then he does a significant amount of damage. I can't remember exactly what that is, but it's like a, what is it? Is it critical rate or something? Critical damage? What does he do there? He drains power or something. I was thinking maybe we can get him on the featured here, but apparently not. Come on. Nope, there's Iceman. Probably not going to show up for us. We may just have to open his spotlight. Evade weakness, can evade specials. Yeah, he can evade. He functions like Nightcrawler in that when you dash backwards, he evades everything. But it consumes some of his Chitauri energy. Alright, so the thing is, it's this Raptor Strike. Okay, so dashing away from his opponent and then immediately back to his opponent triggers a Raptor Strike. And if he lands that Raptor Strike, he drains 25% of their power. Okay, if that Raptor Strike is blocked, then the next hit that would hit him will miss. Okay, and then the other thing that really intrigues me about him is this special 2, the Engine Flare. He applies a thermal feedback debuff, which burns 25% of all power the opponent gains. So if you're facing a Mordo, a Vision, a Hyperion, and you place this thermal feedback on them, the next time their automatic power gain triggers, it's going to burn 25% of that and convert it to direct damage. But as far as this Raptor Strike goes, my point with that is I've been working on my intercept, and a lot of times I can get that intercept down pretty good, do the 4 hits, back off, intercept, but then sometimes I'm too quick on the intercept and I anticipate, I dash forward and they're not coming back to me. I'm not intercepting. They're waiting there for me to come back and I end up getting punched. Well, if that's the case with Vulture, that's if you get that blocked hit in first, then if you screw up your timing on an intercept, that hit is going to miss. You're not going to get hit. So that would have saved, like today, I was fighting a magic mini-boss in the middle, and I lost that fight. I got her less than halfway down, and I died on that fight because I messed up on an intercept, doing exactly what I'm saying. That I intercepted too soon, and she intercepted me. Vulture would have the ability to get around that. So let me, I don't know if I can illustrate that for you. Alright, dash back, dash forward. That's a block. If that happened, then that, when she just came back in, so if I'm going to dash back, dash forward, that was a good intercept. But if I do a dash back, dash forward, and got intercepted like that, so dash back, dash forward, that's the block one. And then the next time I come in, that one, that hit right there would have missed. And I could have landed my hit instead. So it's not that, I don't think it's that that is a technique that you want to use all the time, but for a person who is really trying to master their intercept and yet still make some mistakes, because it's costly, it really is costly to try to learn how to intercept in Alliance War or Alliance Quest. One mistake and the fight's over. And so I think Vulture is going to offer kind of a training wheels program for those people who are trying to learn how to intercept, and I think he's also going to be very good for stun immune champions in Alliance War where you have to intercept. It's just going to give you that extra buffer that, I mean, you're going to get a bonus for doing the intercept, and you're going to get a safety net for if you do mess up. Anyway, big long explanation to try to explain what it is that I'm seeing there, and hopefully it's accurate. Use Spider-Man, evades Jugs when he's unstoppable, makes life easier. Yeah, but that it's just but his evade is unpredictable though. Yeah. Got recovery today, total waste of my time, went from regenerating 4 to 5, maxing out recovery. Oh, no, not a waste of your time, man. That's going to increase salve from 4 to 5, sure. But recovery affects every kind of regeneration that you have. So once you awaken that Superior Iron Man, when he hits that Arc Overload, recovery is going to give him 15% more health. If you have any recovering champion, any regeneration on any champion is increased. That goes for Ultron, it goes for Wolverine, it goes for any kind of regeneration at all. It's not just that salve. So good investment. Definitely a good investment there. Yeah, Jonathan, training wheels, and I thought of the Spider-Man, the training wheels protocol, right? I can say that because that was on the preview. So yeah, kind of fitting there that training wheels. Love the explanation. Lurker status, Jago Fury, man. Aren't you supposed to be in bed by now? Usually you come in at the beginning and say howdy and then check out for the night. But good to have you here. Good to see you. I'm actually gonna turn this off now for myself. Gonna check out and head to bed. Probably drop in on Brian Grant's stream for a few minutes and say hi, and then head to bed myself. Got to get up early in the morning and take the daughter to a function that she's got going on tomorrow. So anyway, do plan on streaming tomorrow night, maybe. Like I said, we were invited to go hang out at the lake with some friends. We'll probably take them up on that, just depending on how late we're out. I doubt we're out late enough that it'll interfere with the live stream, but who knows? Who knows what these things turn into? But anyway, I'll plan on seeing you tomorrow at 11 p.m. Central Standard if you can join me. Just keep an eye on Twitter. If you follow me on Twitter, you'll get the notifications there whether I am streaming or not streaming. But for now, let's plan on it. Until then, this is Gran Kahonu smoking it down. We'll catch you guys later. Thanks.